What is going on, everyone? Steve here from SteveKrauseLessons.com. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are in this world, and thank you so much for checking out the video. So in today's lesson, I wanted to go over something that's really simple, but it's a great finger strengthening exercise. It's good for anyone from a beginner all the way up to an advanced style player. If you're a beginner, this is going to be really good to build up the muscle in your fingers to help you form your chords. It's also really good to start playing single notes as soon as you can, just because it can be kind of weird at first. So it's good to get started right away with it, and it also helps you start moving from string to string, playing those single notes, so it's killing two birds with one stone there. If you're an intermediate to advanced style player, it's a really good warm-up to get your fingers moving and have you ready for whatever you need to practice for that day. So without further delay, let's get right into it. Now that you have your guitar in hand, this is a 4-fret, 4-finger exercise, and for demonstration, we are going to use the 5th fret with your first finger, 6th fret with your second, 7th with your third, and 8th with your fourth. I recommend the 5th to the 8th fret because it's a happy medium on the guitar neck of not too big of a stretch and not too close, so you get a really good workout on those fingers. When you play this, you are going to want to get as close to the fret wire as possible with each finger, also leaving the previous finger you used before still down in place. That way you really start to build up that muscle in your fingers. You're going to want to do this exercise super slow, but for now, if you're a beginner, you can just stay on one string and get used to playing one string. When you feel ready, you can start to move down from this high E string all the way down to the low, back up to the high E string. If you're in the intermediate to advanced stages, you can just go right from the high E string all the way down to the low and back, just to really get your fingers moving and get you ready for what you're about to play for the day. Alright, so for this exercise, I recommend if you want to work on your alternate picking too, which is just going down, up, it is a really good exercise to work on that as well. But the big thing is make sure you take this very, very slowly. That way you get the proper warm-up or muscle build-up that you really want. So when you do this exercise, make sure you do it really, really slow, almost painfully slow, just to really get a good feeling of pressing down on the frets and having each note kind of flow right into the next. So what you do is on the high E string or your first string, you're going to go on the 5th fret, and with your first finger, you're going to pick down. You're going to the 6th fret on the same string and pick up. 7th fret with the third finger, same string, you're going to pick down. And then on the 8th fret of the same string with your 4th finger, you are going to pick up. So sped up, it goes down, up, down, up. Once you're comfortable with that, you can start moving it from string to string all the way down to the bottom and back up. Altogether, it'll sound something like this. Great alternate picking exercise, great finger strengthening exercise. Try it out and have fun with it. In a nutshell, there's your finger strengthening exercise. Try adding it to the beginning of your practice routine and your fingers will grow a little bit stronger each and every day. If you found this video insightful, please let me know in the comments down below because I'd love to know what you thought. And make sure you follow me on all other forms of social media at Steve Krause Lessons. I'm going to put a link to all of those in the description down below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button, which is also down below, either that way or that way. That way? I don't know. And that way you can stay up to date with future videos that I'm putting out, and you can check them out in time and not have to wait, because Who wants to wait for that stuff? Because I know I sure don't. Make sure you visit my website, which will also be in the description down below, www.stevekrauselessons.com, and you can set up a free 30-minute trial lesson with me, and we can talk a little bit more about this exercise or something else that you may be working on that you aren't too sure about. But until next time, I will see you later.